YouTube, what it do? My family, welcome back. You know, this channel just call me Kinfolk. So look, now today we're gonna talk about the devil horns, right? We're gonna talk about the origins, where it originated from, where it's getting picked up by, and we're gonna talk about the differentiations, because it is variations to this hand sign, and it's a big misconception. Excuse me, ooh, I sound like a Memphis nigga, so it's a big misconception on what means what. So today we finna hash all that out. So after this video, we gonna have an understanding of what this shit mean. So first of all, let's get into it. So first, it's being flashed everywhere, man. You see it everywhere on TV, newspapers, magazines, sporting events, and even at presidential inaugurations. The devil horns, which is the sign of Diablo, the horned devil, also known as the sign of the horns. It was popularized in the 60s by the founder of the Church of Satan, LaVey, who spread it to the masses through rock musicians who were deep into Satanism. Today, it is misinterpreted as a hand sign for rock and roll. So I'm finna play a video. You don't take this from me. I'm finna play y'all the video from LaVey himself explaining what these hand signs mean. So without further ado, here it goes.
I understand that, what are you doing?
I'm giving a blessing to the audience.
I don't think they appreciate it. They were throwing it back.
Well, they thought it was a curse. Would you like me to show them how the sign of the curse works?
The sign of the curse?
Completely different.
How does it go?
No, not at you people out there in the audience, but this is the difference.
Aim it toward Red China, would you?
This is the sign of the horns. A curse sign, the two fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast, you know.
I always
all over,
figured if I ever met the devil, it'd have dirty fingernails. Go on.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Where?
Dirty fingernails.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around with your equipment.
Never mind. Don't blame it on the studio. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn, and then what happens? Is that it?
Well, there are other ones, too.
Yeah, what are the other ones?
The other ones, one of them's the pox sign. That's 3 fingers extended.
A pox on you?
A pox on you. During the Middle Ages, this was...
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But
You're
originally...
a bad cat.
Well, you have to be bad to be good, don't you?
Is it true that you teach people how to make voodoo dolls and stick pins in them to hurt people?
That's right. I believe that hate is necessary in a controlled way just as much as love is necessary.
All right, so y'all heard what that man said, right? So we finna keep it going. So like he said in that video, there are 3 versions of the El Diablo: the horn god or the sign of Satan. The hand sign on the left with the thumb inside. You see how he got his thumb inside the middle finger and the ring finger? They said the thumb end is meant to be used for the right hand. LaVey called it the sign of the curse. While the sign in the middle is meant for the left hand. You see how you got it's meant for the left hand. It's meant for you to do it with your left hand, but you got your thumb over your fingers now instead of under. And this is usually used to curse someone by pointing it directly towards that person, like he said. And the right is the death. That's the we gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. We gonna go ahead and say that it's I love you in sign language, right? We gonna give the benefit of the doubt, right? We gonna just say that that's what that means, right? But let's continue. This symbol is full of deception because over time it has been used for many different things, but ultimately the El Diablo or the horn hand sign is a satanic salute or recognition to members of Satanism and other unholy groups. According to Illuminati researcher Fritz Springmeier, the sign of the horns is a hypnotic induction which triggers certain programming in monarch mind control slaves. Now take everything that y'all about to hear with a grain of salt. Do your own research as well. You see what I'm saying? Don't just take my word for it. I'm just showing you what I've come across myself, right? And they even had this on postcards, US postal stamps, back in the day. And you know, like we said, we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, and we're gonna say that is the American Sign Language sign for I love you. But it's very funny because a lot of these people are doing something different. That's not what they're doing. But anyway, let's continue. The sign among Satanists and witches is believed to be the depiction of the goat of Mendes or the Baphomet. It is synonymous with Satan or Lucifer. When directly pointed towards a person, it can literally mean that someone is trying to place a curse upon you, while the I love you horned hand is a reference to the allegiance to Satan. So basically they're saying I love you. Could say it means just I love you, or depending on who's doing it, you know, who are they saying that they love? You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, if a deaf person's doing it, obviously, then that's what it's gonna mean. But a lot of these people aren't deaf. So, continuing, with the rapid rise in popularity of the El Diablo sign among rock fans, many people seem to be blissfully unaware of the satanic background and dark history of the sign. To some, giving the sign more likely indicates their eagerness and gusto for fun, partying, drinking, and youthful rebellion. And I mean, that symbol has been normalized in society now. Like I've had pictures where I've went back on pictures before I knew any of this information. Subconsciously, I would throw up that sign in pictures. You know, so it's normal to be conditioned with these type of symbolisms, and that's why they do it. Because little do you know, it has a dark history to it, and you don't even know what you're doing, but you're just going along with it and you're throwing it up, not even understanding what it really means. Now, this is a symbol that many want to ignore the underlying meaning and make it represent what they want it to. See, when people say, when their favorite artist does it, they like to say, no, well, that means I love, that's what they saying, I love you. But why sometimes they got their thumb extended and sometimes they don't. So yeah, you can give them the benefit of the doubt when they got their thumb extended, but sometimes they don't have their thumb extended. So we already done seen what it means when you don't have your thumb extended, and Anton LaVey said it himself. So that whole sign language thing, you can't just use that forever. You can't use that for every time, because every time they're not using the I love you sign language. That's not what they're using every time. Over time, it has so many meanings shown by so many people. However, in reality, there are no good ways in showing this sign unless you're honestly a deaf person trying to do sign language. We cannot dismiss the evidence that many, if not most, who employ the sign are in fact thereby honoring Satan, the rebellious dark angel. If you are using it and think it means something different to you, this means you have been heavily deceived. And that's what I talked about. That's what I just said, that a lot of us, we have been conditioned to just throw that sign up because that's all we've seen. That's all we've seen from every artist, every politician, every celebrity, every actor, every actress, every athlete. You see what I'm saying? This is all we see. So subconsciously, when a camera comes out, we don't know what to do with our hands. What do? We throw that same thing up. Whole time, it got a whole dark meaning to it. Now this is Carla LaVey with her father Anton LaVey, and you can see what he's throwing up. And like I said, he was the creator of the Church of Satan. All right, and right here we have a picture of and this is going to kind of debunk that thumb thing, that little I love you sign language thing. This is going to debunk that right here. So what you just seen is Manuela Ruda. That's the girl that's throwing up the sign. She's shown at the right in sunglasses, giving the El Diablo hand sign, and her husband, Daniel, a pair of self-proclaimed vampire Satanists from Germany, sacrificed a victim to Satan. The pair ceremoniously stabbed the man exactly 66 times with a dagger. Then they drank his blood. Some might say that Manuela's hand sign is merely the deaf's I love you, but the couple's grim conduct indicated otherwise. The two were trained to be Satan worshippers while visiting Scotland. Right, and this is her husband looking crazy as all get out, but look what he's throwing up. That's not the I love you sign. Demon, and they say he was said to be demon possessed, and his wife. And the funny thing about, well, it's not really funny, but just crazy that the man that they sacrificed happened to be 33 years old. So if you know about that number 33, you know it's a ritualistic, you know, number that they like to use. 33, the highest degree of Freemasonry. Here's another picture of him just looking crazy. And they also, and part of the ritual, they killed him on a coffin that they used as a coffee table. So they drunk the blood over the coffin, and they were sentenced only 15 years. They were only sentenced 15 years. So I think they're out by now. Yeah, they killed him in 2001. So they're out now. People like this get to stay out of jail. And here they are sharing this Bonnie and Clyde type of love, you know, just crazy, looking like some crazy bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy as fuck. How could y'all even like taste y'all lips after y'all just drunk somebody's blood together? Like fucking disgusting, crazy people. And this also would debunk the little I love you. You know, that's not what they're doing, because as you can see, those who claim that if the thumb is displayed, then it is not the El Diablo Satan hand sign, may just want to take a gander at the cover of the book by Sandra London entitled True Vampires, Blood-Sucking Killers Past and Present, published by Hero House, a book company originally founded by Anton LaVey, the high priest of the Church of Satan. The cover clearly demonstrates that for hardcore Satanists, there is no real difference in meaning whether the sign includes the thumb or does not. So they don't care whether the thumb is extended or not. These are the technicalities that you are using to deny the fact that your favorite artist or your favorite celebrity is in fact a part of some type of cult. But they don't use these same technicalities, as you can see. And then a lot of people say, well, does that mean the Texas Longhorns? Okay, so let's take that for an account. Okay, let's just say all of these people are fans of the Texas Longhorns. Let's go with that logic. All right, all of these people, George Bush, his daughter, they just all fans, and you can see him on the slick. You see him on the slick. Hold on, let me zoom in on this damn. You see him? You see him throwing it to the side on the low key. Think he's so damn slick. They think they so goddamn slick. I swear they do. Kinfolk gonna catch your motherfucking ass. You ain't hiding from me, motherfucker. You. Let me zoom back out, man. Barbara Bush. She's a Texas Longhorn fan too. They all love the Texas Longhorns. Bill Clinton loved the Texas Longhorns too. Even Barack Obama loves the Texas Longhorns. Or no, let me guess, he's telling you I love you because he got the thumb extended, right? Okay, let's go. Let's keep going with that logic. Keep going with that and see where it gets you. Even the Pope's telling you he loves you. Even the Beatles are telling you they love you, even with the 666 hand sign, but I guess it means okay, huh? Hillary Clinton, Michael Jackson, even Michael Jackson. It's all down with the get down, bro. This is how Hollywood works, bro. You want to be the star, you want your star on the Walk of Fame. Is that what it's called? The Walk of Fame in Hollywood? You want your star on the ground? Then it's the type of shit you gonna have to do. Even your man's Joel Osteen is a fan of the Texas Longhorns, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Tom Cruise. You got this dude, didn't he play like Ant-Man or something like that? He was in one of the Marvel movies, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. No, I'm thinking about somebody else for sure. I can't remember what movie he was in. Funny. This is very funny because this is the same actor that played in Lucifer. I mean, come on, bro. But they telling you they love you though. They telling you they love you. That's what they saying. That's what they saying by doing this. They telling you they love you. Little Quentin Tarantino, little ugly ass. He a good ass director though. I'll give him that. The Kill Bill was a motherfucking hit. Iron Man, motherfucking Robert Downey Jr., he's telling you he loves you. Everybody just confessing they love to you. They just can't hold it in no more. Or do they love something else? Paul Walker. And that may have been a reason to his demise. He may have been someone's sacrifice. Macaulay Culkin, you see what he was home alone doing. That's why his ass was home alone. His family wasn't down with that bullshit. Left his ass at the crib. Bitch, you ain't coming with us. You do that satanic shit on your own. And how could a kid so cute end up being so damn ugly when they get older? I think when you start off a cute kid, that's when you turn ugly as an adult. You have to have an ugly stage in life. You either gonna go through it as a kid or as an adult. You feel? You gotta pick one. Oh, now we actually got some Texas Longhorn fans. We actually have some Texas Longhorn fans. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this one. He's a real Texas Longhorn fan. Or is he using that as an excuse to throw that up? I'll let y'all decide. Lil Uzi. Now peep how he got a regular cross on his forehead, but look what he got on his neck. But he's just professing his love to you as a fan for buying his Satanic albums, even though he went on stage and told everybody in the crowd that they going to hell right with him.
Hold on, let me explain something to them real quick. Before everybody starts screaming and saying, oh, like I told y'all earlier, you motherfuckers entered the rapture. And if ain't nobody flying up to heaven right now, obviously all y'all motherfuckers going to hell right with me. So, let's get it. Oh, you already here. I'm so sorry. You can't get out. You're stuck. It's over. You heard the song 1,000,000 times and you didn't even know.
But yeah, that's what that hand sign mean. It just mean they love you. That's all. Snoop Dogg. And the funny thing about Snoop Dogg, look what's on his shirt. He's wearing the Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones. That's another secret society that has a hand in, serving Satan as well. George Bush is a Skull and Bones as well. It's many different societies. A lot of people think that it's just Freemasons. That's the only one. It's many different ones that'll take you to the top. And as you can see whose eye that is. You see what I'm saying? Who is their light bearer? That's the light right there. That's the light that's shedding onto the Skull and Bones. As you can see, take a wild guess of who's the light bearer to them. We got James Franco, Eminem. That's your boy. He going for the double whammy. He doing the one eye and he doing the horns at the same time. But he's just a Texas Longhorn fan though. Don't get it twisted. And Jim Carrey. And it's funny how these actors, they always star in like these movies with truth in them. Remember the Truman Show? So they are part of this shit. These is not secrets that's just being leaked out. They want you to see these type of movies. Got your boy Justin Bieber. He been down with this shit ever since he was a damn kid. And your boy, but they just Texas Longhorn fans though. They the most powerful Texas Longhorn fans in the music industry. MGK, he want to be Eminem so damn bad. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Shaq. And the funny thing about Shaq is a 33rd degree Freemason. He not scared to show it. He not scared to show it at all. He even showed it on live NBA TNT. He showed it on live TV. These folks don't care. Keanu Reeves, and look at the movie he starred in. Like, come on, bro. These aren't just secrets that's leaking. They coming together and showing you this shit in plain sight.